Oh my goodness, I think summer has finally arrived here in Indiana. I'm so excited. We even got to go to the pool yesterday.
Finally quit raining, and we're sitting here in the backyard of the world headquarters for Hanging with Herky. enjoying the beautiful sunshine for a change.
Yeah. Instead of being in our garage to do this. Oh my, and Herky is going crazy because our backyard is filled with baby rabbits. And so he sits at the window in the living room and just barks at them like crazy.
For some reason, since he seen all those prairie dogs out west, he's got an infatuation with the squirrels and the rabbits. I think it's about the wildlife rodents that he is all about. He is really restless this morning because those rabbits are over there in the yard and he's wanting to get over there. I don't know if we'll make it through this video with him. We'll see how it goes.
He might be in the yard.
So in this video we're going to kind of unpack our trip there around Devil's Tower. We got a lot of nice comments about that. We'll talk a little bit about our boondocking experience. I guess you might really don't call it boondocking experience, but on the parking lot, how we ate our lunch and that. We had some questions about that. We'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about what's going to happen next year.
Okay.
We're really pleased with our comments and our views on our Devil's Tower video.
And yes, Cheryl, we talked about what it would be like to be in a covered wagon headed west way back when and come across the Devil's Tower.
Can't imagine what that'd be. And Cheryl actually shared those same sentiments on one of our comments, and we thought the same thing. Just sitting there overlooking that valley there and seeing all that. It was,
or being in the valley in a covered wagon and looking up and seeing Devil's Tower. I mean, I just can't imagine what they thought or what went through their minds. It would be crazy.
It was absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So at Devil's Towers, we lost Herky. Oh well. So in our last video there, what you seen was we came down through Wyoming and everything. We made it there to Devil's Tower. We actually decided to stay at the KOA at Devil's Tower. It was okay.
Which we had stayed there 20 years earlier with the kids. And it didn't change at all.
In other words, they hadn't done much updating that we could see. But
I had a cold shower that night.
we needed to stop there because we'd been on the road several days. We needed to stop there and get some laundry done. And also at that time it was still really cold, so it was nice to have electricity so we could run the electric heat in our camper. But I do got to say, the views are amazing there. Being able to just
you're
sit
right
in
at
your
the foot
campsite
of it.
and look right at
that is true.
it. It was really nice. You could get the same views at the campground at Devil's Tower there. That is a really nice campground. It just doesn't have very many amenities, and mainly we needed to do laundry. So we opted for the KOA. The good thing about dragging Herky along with us is he's an early riser, so we actually got into Devil's Tower well before a lot of other people got there. And the neat thing about the place is it doesn't close, and you can go in at all hours. I know a lot of people go in and do night photography and things like that. So we weren't that adventurous, but we got up really early and got in there before all the tour buses arrived and things like that. So we were able to just take the complete hike and everything before that, the trail that's around the thing.
Well, and you can see in the video that there's not very many people on the trail. As we were going down off the hill, there was buses coming up, and the visitor center was packed when we went in, because we did that last so that we could get up in the tower and be by ourselves. So early is the good thing.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And with Herky, I mean, we were up when the fog was still covering Devil's Tower. We couldn't even see it during breakfast. And Ed made a huge breakfast for us, waffles.
Yeah, I made waffles.
Waffles and bacon.
And,
So, and then we sat and had breakfast while the fog was lifting over the tower, which that was really cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So just being able to get in there before the crowds was
Right.
was key to having a good trip there.
Right.
It also works good when we're trying to video. We're actually trying to be conscious of other people's privacy and not do our best not to get other people in our video
or get in their way.
or get in their way. So having the place to ourselves to be able to video and things was really nice. So after we did the loop around the Devil's Tower, it was about noontime by then, and we were able to go down to the parking lot, to the campground there. That's where you see some just amazing shots we got of getting there. We had some questions actually.
We won the photo contest this week.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Of the one of the camper in the car in front of Devil's Tower.
So we, for those that don't know, there's a Facebook page dedicated to runaway owners and that. So we submitted our photo and yay, we won.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody that voted for us. We had some good competition. One gentleman had some photos there of the runaway in the Tetons. Boy.
Oh, and we beat that one.
We beat that
wow.
one. He deserves an honorable mention because that was an awesome photo too.
The only thing you win is your photo is the page photo for the week.
The banner page.
Yeah.
No, we didn't win any money, but
No.
you get bragging rights.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got some questions and comments about us being on the parking lot, running the generator and things like that. The reason we ran the generator on the parking lot that day is we actually can warm up things in our microwave. So
Ed had pizza.
Nancy, that's right, we had pizza. But Nancy pre-makes a lot of meals, or if we have some leftovers from before, and that it's really nice for lunch to just really fire up the generator for, you know, no more than 5 minutes, throw that stuff in the microwave and eat. So we were able to just sit there and enjoy the view.
Right.
And
well, if we're on the road actually traveling,
Yeah,
we pull over and we just have sandwiches and stuff.
right.
But if we're at a place like Devil's Tower, we get in a parking lot or something and fire up the generator and have a warm lunch.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just really saves a lot of time
And money.
And money, exactly.
Because we travel on $85 a day, and Ed checks it.
That's including gas. So
That's everything.
for some, they might think that's expensive, but for us, it's we found it a good balance to, so we can have a good time and still not spend a lot of money.
Sometimes we go over, and sometimes we go way under, so it all equals out in
Right.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah, if we go over for the day, that pretty much means we're boondocking on a Walmart parking lot that night.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was we got a lot of comments on that. Sure, we really like it, and I think as we mentioned before at the end there, Herky being able to view those prairie dogs, he would wreak havoc if he could get himself out there and get around. But we're not gonna let him run out there. So,
No.
yeah.
They could bite him and who knows what.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We're not gonna let him out there.
Or he could go down one of those holes. You never know with him. He meets no strangers.
So on our next video coming up, we're going to be moving down to the Black Hills.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
We actually moved into the Black Hills with no plans, no reservations to any campgrounds. I got on TripAdvisor and found the Big Pine campground. And
Well, but that was after we had tried a couple places that was closed because of snow.
Right, I forgot about
So
that.
like
yeah.
9 or 9:30 at night, you found that, and we rolled in. That's the good thing about the Runaway. You just back it in, and you're set. Your bed's ready. And so it was getting dark when we found it and backed in and went to bed.
We really didn't have any fears. I mean, the worst case scenario, we would be spending the night on a parking lot somewhere.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be a great campground.
Yeah,
the
really
hosts
nice.
were really nice.
Yeah,
and
clean.
Yeah, we
Great
spent a
sights.
few days there, so it was really a lot of fun. You'll see that in the coming up video.
Right.
We did something a little bit different in this video. We went a little longer. We've had some people say that the videos should be longer. We really think we want to try to keep each of our videos from 6 to 8 minutes, something like that, so that it doesn't take up a lot of time. But we got some comments. We should make them a little bit longer. So I think on this one we went almost 12 minutes because we had a lot to squeeze in on this.
Yeah.
But anyway, take a look at that and we'll talk about that next week. So, yeah. So for right now, we, like I said, we're back here in Indiana and enjoying the weather, but we've got several videos left in this series out west, so be watching for that.
Okay, you know what time it is.
Well, it's time to walk the dog, but he is on rabbit patrol right now.
So actually we're going to run the dog.
So we might run him. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you have a question or a comment, you'd like to leave us an email at hanginwithherky@gmail.com. We'd be happy to answer any of those. We get several of those a week, and I'm try to be diligent about answering them. So anyway, we'll see you later.